This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening and welcome to your first look at sports on a Tuesday. I'm Charles Fisher. Cora Hepburn is the first female vice president of the Bahamas Olympic Committee in its 60-year history, and she's being directed to head the Women in Sports Commission.
Is to advise the BOC Executive Board on the policies to deploy in the area of women in sports. As leaders of the Olympic movement in the Bahamas, our first objective is to raise awareness about the importance of sports in the lives of females throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. The Bahamas Olympic Committee has constantly played a complementary role to establish a positive trend to increase women's participation at all levels of sports, but more so as sports administrators and leaders. My passion is to empowering female through male-dominated sports, male-dominated group in general. In the BOC's constitution, it states that women should comprise at least 20% of the executive committee. As chairperson, I encourage national federations to adopt these changes in their own constitution as a matter of priority.
And the Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association making a major decision in relation to the Bahamas Open Ladies Tournament that took place here the last 2 years and featured pro players.
At this time, no, the BLT will not be taking on such a massive international tournament just yet. We're still trying to recover from that, and you know, it's quite costly, and it takes proper planning and sponsors to be in place, and you know, we fell short last time. So we have to regroup, and probably in the near future, maybe I may not be president at that time, a new president will get it in place.
Fisher, all roads led to the Donald Davis Gym last evening for the tip-off of the Bahamas Government Departmental Basketball Association Best of 5 Championships. Let's take in some of the action. One thing is for sure, we will have a new champion this year, as the BC Shockers were sent home in round 1 by the Troy Crest Cybots, who then sent the police crime stoppers packing. Armed forces still represented by the up-and-coming police Royals, who got here by taking out the Defense Force Mariners. Both Cybots and Royals known for putting up the big numbers, so this series is going to be who could outlast each other on each end of the court. Game 1 back and forth as both teams came out with their A game. No team was able to go up by more than a dozen points, and in the end the Cybots proved to be the better and more experienced team on the night. Game 1 to the Cybots, good start, and important to get Game 1. Big game from the Bruising Bain brothers of Eugene and Brian.
I had advantage down low, so my guys just come on my side, and we was able to work inside, and I was able to put up the points.
How important it is to win Game 1?
Well, Game 1 is the most important game of any series, you know what I mean? So coach just tell us, just come out and play, and stay focused, and we came out with the victory in Game 1.
We know the type of offense we got. They cannot come out and play us man-to-man. We were trying to bait them to come out to play us man-to-man, and we will be able to take advantage of them.
We wanted to put a little bit some pressure on them, so we wanted to come out tonight and try win Game 1, and then hopefully see what adjustments they make in Game 2, and hopefully we can see the game in Game 2. But we just wanted to feel them out. It's a long series, so we don't want to take them for granted, but fortunately we came up with a 10-point win tonight.
Coach Hines gracious in the loss, knowing that his team left it all on the court.
It was an excellent game. Both teams played really hard. It was a real competitive game, and just what I expected in a championship game. As you saw, we were up about 11-12 points, but they started to leak out. And I think they made about 10 points in transition just of leaking out, and we did not make adjustments on the court. By the time I made the adjustment, the players were a little bit tired, and I had to use some lineups that I normally do not use. But we'll make the adjustment. It's a game of adjustments now, and we'll be good.
Well, the government school sports calendar was scheduled to tip off next week with volleyball. Coaches met Monday at C.I. Gibson to go over the calendar for the 2013-14 school year and to elect a new president to run the association. However, all coaches were not up to date financially, and the elections was put off until next week Monday. That means the sports calendar will have to wait a few more days. We were able to speak with Alfred Forbes. He's the current president of the association. He's been a part of it for the last 20 years, and he feels it's time to pass the buck.
I have a little confidence, well, much confidence that the people who are, who've been in training, so to speak, behind me, I think they should be ready now to take over, and it's good to give young people a chance to, to see how they can progress and move the association forward. So if the younger people will step forward and, assume the responsibility of running this association, then I will gladly, step aside. And I'll step aside in waiting, if there's need for me to come back, then I'll do that. But at this particular stage in my life, I would like to turn it over to some younger folks.
And speaking about younger folks, Maximum Development Sports Academy is officially now in operation. It is located in the old Tropical Shipping Building. It's a young player's dream school. Maximum Development Sports Academy, located in the old Tropical Shipping Building on East Bay Street, is the brainchild of Jerron Sands, Albert Cartwright, Anton Richardson, and Greg Burrows Jr. It is to provide better opportunities for young Bahamian ball players.
Our kids here have to compete against the guys in the Dominican Republic. We are international. The Dominican Republic leads the way as far as international signings, and they don't necessarily have to go to school. So they practice and they get a lot of reps every day. We know our kids have to go to school, so we had to partner up with Gloria Sawyer and the Leadership Academy to be able to customize our kids' schedules so that they can go to school half day and train half day. So they go to school from about 7 to 12, and then their workouts start from 1:30, and we end at 5:45 every day.
Academy open to kids ages 11 through 17, works on student athletes' baseball training, strength and conditioning, and education. Everything is under one roof.
We have the gym here. We have an area that we use for CrossFit for the younger kids that are not ready to go hit the weights yet. We have space. We have one batting cage now. We're going to put in 3. We have 4 hitting stations. We have a pitching bullpens here. We also use our turf, our artificial turf for infield, but we also transport the kids to the baseball field on various days.
There are 21 baseball players, 81 total students in the academy, following the same basic school curriculum.
Kids that are above average in their sports, we think that's just the best avenue, because you have to have your reps every single day if you want to be a professional athlete. You can't practice 1 hour a week or practice twice a week, but the work has to be put in every day and for hours a day if you really want to be to the highest level. We follow the ACE curriculum, which is the Accelerated Christian Education. We accelerate our baseball players because they're eligible to sign at 16. So for those who we feel have a good opportunity to sign, we want to kind of accelerate them. They're allowed to take their work home. If they're moving fast in their work, they can actually, we don't slow them down. Everyone works at their own pace. Kids that need extra help can get extra help.
And that's going to do it for your sports on a Tuesday. I'm Charles Fisher. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.